All right, here at 6. Did you walk outside today and ask, what is that smell? A lot of folks did it. We did it too. Neighbors all over the city, South Charlotte, Uptown, West Charlotte, NoDa, all complaining about what smelled like a gas leak.
You might have even gotten an alert on your phone about it. Some places even evacuated for fear it was a gas leak, but what was it really? Tonight we have team coverage on the smell that had so many of you scratching your head and pinching your nose. First, let's get to Brianna Harper, who has been around town today talking to some who say they had to leave work because of it.
A stinky start to the morning has now been met with a sigh of relief from some now that we know that there was no actual natural gas leak. But yet still, there was some cause for concern to begin with.
Today's top question, what's that smell?
Smelled some weird odor, and I was like, wait a second, I think that's gas.
It's an odor that filled the air all across Charlotte. WCNC Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich says weather played a part in that. The warm air trapped the smell, making it harder to dissipate, and that caused many to worry.
Called downstairs to the concierge, and they said, yeah, we called 911. She smelled it too. She started getting headaches and nausea.
Charlotte Fire says they received dozens of 911 calls from people reporting the foul odor, which smelled like natural gas, which can be hazardous if it's leaking. I spoke to a Wells Fargo employee who works in Uptown, and he says the company immediately took action just as a safety precaution.
Right after I logged on, I got a ping from a coworker. It was like, hey, do you smell like the gas smell in the building? I was like, yeah, I kind of smell like a gas smell. Right after that, got a email notification from corporate.
Wells Fargo employees, Mecklenburg County court officials, and others were all sent home for the day. But according to Piedmont Natural Gas, there was no natural gas leak and no threat to the public.
They said no cause for alarm, and we're like, okay, it's fine.
Instead, we're told the leak was Mercaptan, the stinky chemical that's mixed in with natural gas to make it easier for people to sniff out a gas leak. On its own, natural gas is odorless. But Mercaptan is just an additive and is non-toxic in small quantities. Charlotte Fire says the EPA has been notified and they will continue to monitor the situation.
And if you happen to continue to smell the stink, Charlotte Fire is encouraging folks to avoid calling 911 to report it unless there is an actual medical emergency. Reporting in Uptown, Brianna Harper, WCNC, Charlotte.